My Life with BPD is the latest Share Your Story project submission. This one was submitted by Vicki, and it's in the form of a poem. Basically, she wrote the poem as a part of an 8-week residential recovery program in February-March of this year. She was admitted to acute care for 2 weeks prior to commencing the program, and this poem outlines her life. It covers the emotional invalidation she felt as a child, the death of her father, sexual abuse by the policeman who lived next door, and then by her stepfather. It then goes into her rebellion and promiscuous lifestyle as a teenager, and then it outlines the misdiagnosis that she suffered with throughout the years. It ends with her attempted suicide and then her stepping into the recovery program. I really like this poem. I'm not easily impressed by poetry because I feel like people just sort of put it out there and just sort of go bleh. But this one actually made me feel something. It actually made me connect to her in a deep and emotional way. I think you'll really like it. I'm going to put the link down below to this so you can check it out. But I just want to say, wow, I appreciate you submitting your story. I appreciate you sharing because it's brave to do so. And I really appreciate your struggle, the things that you've gone through and the impact that it's had on your life. There's one part of the poem that really stood out. Despite the sort of the major stuff, it was actually a little sort of mention. She talks about the emotional issues that she suffered with her husband, and then that's caused a lot of sort of relationship issues. And I can definitely relate to this. I've had relationship issues based on my own mental health concerns, my own traumatic past, basically because I was misdiagnosed and I wasn't quite sure of how to deal with it, and subsequently I wasn't quite sure how to help my partners deal or learn to deal with the issues that I was going through. We were both flying blind, and that's caused relationships to end for me and relationship issues just ongoing. So I appreciate that little mention because it's something that needs to be said and addressed, that you know, you're as a sufferer of mental illness and abuse and PTSD, that sort of stuff, you're dealing with all this stuff happening in here, but you're also projecting yourself outwardly, and the people in your life are now having to live with that, and then they're having to come up with management plans and, you know, in the relationship and all of that sort of stuff, and I can completely relate to that. So once again, check it out, My Life with BPD by Vicki. I'll link it down below. Thank you.